The introduction of Arnis. The present popularity of Arnis has grown to an unparalleled proportion that opened the eyes of the martial art world. It has become apparent that the Filipino martial art is indeed comparable, if not much superior, to the other popular martial arts. Arnis can be an entertaining and exciting sporting event. The breakthrough came from the first word Eskrima, Kali Arnis Championship in August 1989, held in Cebu. Ironically, it is unfortunate that while Arnis has gained worldwide prominence and attention, it has not yet attained that same level of acceptance and popularity back in the Philippines. This problem can be attributed to the apparent lack of cohesive and comprehensive programs, coupled with the lack of focus and serious attention by people tasked to lead in the development and promotion of the art at the time. Another significant development that may hasten or trigger the further growth and popularity of Arnis is the approval of and registration by the Technical Education and Skills Development Authority or TESDA of the Arnis training curriculum back in June 2028. The formal accreditation of the training program for Arnis as a technical course may lead to the unified teaching and instruction of the art in all schools. The training program, as approved by TESDA, consists of 3 levels: Basic Arnis, Intermediate Arnis, and Advanced Arnis. This program treats and covers all component styles or fighting arts of Arnis: single stick, double stick, long stick, stick and dagger, knife defense technique, sword or long blade fighting art, and empty hand. The course program is highly ladderized, making it simpler for the students to quickly learn and understand the various lessons, which are organized in a methodical and logical progression. The more difficult and complicated aspects of Arnis, such as espada, boydaga, bangkaw, and sword fighting, for example, are introduced in the higher levels or more advanced phases of this program. Arnis. The history of Arnis. The indigenous and only traditional Filipino martial art, known as Arnis, had existed long before the arrival of the first Spanish colonizer in the Philippines. It has its roots deep in the culture and history of the Filipino people, otherwise known as Eskrima or Kali. Its exact origin and beginning, however, could not be exactly determined and is still the subject and debate up to the present. Arnis de mano derives from the Spanish word arnis, meaning trapping or defensive armor. It also acquired only other names such as estocado, estoque, frail, arnis de mano, or simply arnis. Among the Tagalogs, it was known as pananandata, while the Pangasinan natives called it kalirungan. The Ilocanos used dedya or kabaraan, while the Ibanags referred to it as pagkali-kali. Pampangueños used the term sinawali, while the Visayan natives utilized the term kaliradman or pagaradman, and later on iskrima or iskrima. Classification. Arnis is generally classified according to the weapons being wielded. Solo Ulysses or single stick, which involves each player using only one stick. Double Ulysses or double stick, wherein each party is armed with two sticks, one in each hand. And finally, Espada o Daga, stick and dagger, where the players are armed with an Ulysses or stick in one hand and a dagger in the other hand. The players sparring in larga mano or long range stand 2 meters apart. Note, in larga mano, the usual target points are the advanced or forward limbs or parts of the body, such as the hand, arm, and legs. Media largo or medium range shows the party standing at a distance of about a meter apart. In corto or close range, the players are within arm length distance from each other. Some masters, however, prefer to classify Arnis as either the classical or traditional style as distinguished from the modern or progressive style. The distinct difference between the two is that the old Arnis style adopts a much wider than normal stance with slight or well-bent knees, wherein the stances of the progressive Arnis style are more stand-up, similar to boxing. The equipments and attire of Arnis. The basic equipment needed in the practice and study of Arnis are the following: Ulysses or baston, a piece of rattan or hard wood with an ideal length between 70 to 75 cm, a diameter of about 2.4 cm, and a weight of about 150 grams. Daga or barao, a knife-shaped or dagger-shaped piece of hard wood, full-edged steel or aluminum knife between 25 and 32 cm long. Long blade or sword, dull-edged and unshaped bulo, kris, kampalan, or espada, either made of steel or aluminum, also of similar shape but made of hard wood. Uniform consists of loose garments of strong fabric to allow the free body movements. The use of a t-shirt in lieu of a matching jacket is recommended during regular workout session. Belt made of ordinary hard cloth in varying colors to indicate grade or rank. The ideal width for a belt is between 5.5 to 6 centimeters. Armor or protective gear consists of headgear, body protector, hand gloves, arm and leg paddings, which may be made of hard foam, leather, or leather-crate materials to make it resistant to all types of hard striking blows or pounding. It is designed to cover the body, head, neck, arms, hands, and the upper leg area, including the genitals. These equipments are a must in full contact sparring or in tournament competition. Target or striking bag. For practical purposes, a number of used tires in a stack bound together on a wooden frame with a height from top to bottom of about 175 cm or depending on the desired height. The use of tires is recommended because it is highly resistant to all kinds of the strikes or blows, although a striking bag made of heavy canvas-like material such as those used for boxing may also serve the purpose of heavy canvas materials. With foam padding that wrap around a post may also serve as a good striking bag. Salutation and formalities. Like other martial arts, Arnis has its own form of salutation known as yuko or pugoy. The salutation must be performed before and after each session, and also when leaving the practice area, are also called saludo. Students also perform it when facing or meeting an instructor or a high-ranked personality or dignitary. Even between and among themselves, practitioners or students greet each other in the form of salutation. There are two types of salutation or formalities which are practiced and adopted by the World Eskrima Kali Arnis Federation. the ordinary type and the formal type, wherein the latter is performed in highly formal and ritual occasion. The ordinary saludo, which is usually performed in the regular practice session, is done in the following manner. From a natural stance, slide your left foot close to your right foot and at the same time place your right hand on your left chest. Bow your head slowly, then bring it up. Finally, slide your left foot back to the left to return to a natural stance or normal position. The most formal saludo, which is performed in highly formal or ritual functions, is executed as follows. From a natural stance, bring your left foot close to your right foot as you bring your left hand to the right side. Drop your left knee down to a kneeling position. Raise your right hand to your forehead as you bow your head. Stand up and bring your left foot close to your right foot, with your left hand still holding your ulisi. Finally, move your left foot to your left to return to a normal stance. The holding and gripping. There are the three common types of gripping or holding an ulisi, namely the under thumb hold, the side thumb hold, and the overlap hold. The under thumb hold is in which the inside of the thumb is pressed against the ulisi to balance the pressure or energy coming from the four other fingers to secure the stick from slipping in the side thumb. The side of the thumb serves this same purpose. The middle of the thumb is bent to provide the needed strength to ensure control of the ulisi. In the overlapped hold, also known as the full grip hold, the thumb overlaps the index finger and the pressure is created between the first three fingers and the thumb. This is the most popular type of grip. In addition to being easily adaptable, it offers maximum control of the ulisi in all types of striking angles and directions, and is secure against slippage even in the extreme curving strikes, continuous strikes, and twirling motion. Another type of grip which may be added to the above classification is the so-called reverse hold, in which the ulisi project through the lower portion of the gripping hand with the forward or top end pointing toward the ground. This type of hold usually occurs as a consequence of or from the application of a disarming technique. Some 2 inches or more of the ulisi is allowed to extend or project from the bottom of the gripping hand. This short end of the stick is called the butt or ponyo, and its desired length depends entirely on the individual student's preference or convenience. The use of the shorter or longer length have inherent strength and weaknesses. The longer portion of the stick is simply called the forward forend or top end. Gripping should be firm but not tight. Maximum tension should occur in the precise moment of impact. Flexibility of the wrist and the muscles involved in a strike are diminished with a tight grip. The diminution in flexibility or rotating capability of the wrist causes a reduction of the snapping or whipping energy of the ulisi. Since the whipping generates tremendous speed and power, especially in close range fighting, wrist flexibility is essential.